LEGO has partnered with Netflix a few times now to bring us some pretty cool Stranger Things LEGO sets, but more importantly for this video, we are going to be ranking the minifigures from those sets. Most of the minifigures are found in the sets themselves, but 3 of the minifigures are found elsewhere. 2 of those are found in the gift with purchase that is included with the Creel house, and one of them is exclusively from San Diego Comic-Con 2019, which makes it extremely rare compared to the other ones. Without further ado, let's get into this minifigure ranking. Unfortunately for Steve Harrington and Stranger Things fans, myself included, he is probably the worst Stranger Things minifigure, at least based off of my opinion. He's extremely inaccurate to what he looks like in the show, specifically in the face and the hair. I don't know what they did with the hair, but they decided to make it like extremely poofy, which yeah, he is known as Steve the Hair Harrington, but the hair is like way too large. It's like 3 times larger than what it really should be. And the face is just super inaccurate. It's a very standard looking minifig face and it looks nothing like him, and that is why he is taking the 24th spot on this list. Unfortunately, Jonathan kind of suffers the same problems as Steve. His hair and his face just are not accurate at all. With Steve being a much more beloved character and him getting a bad minifigure, that like automatically makes me have to rank him lower than Jonathan because nobody really cares about Jonathan that much. And since they are practically like on the same level, it's kind of, they're pretty much interchangeable. But it's just really unfortunate that both of these minifigures suffer from the problem of not really looking anything like their show counterpart. Because of that, Jonathan is going to be ranked at number 23 on the list. Now, I don't think Hopper is a terrible minifigure, but he's pretty generic compared to a lot of these. His hat is pretty boring, it's just another standard hat piece. No leg printing, which is another big issue with a lot of the minifigures from the Stranger Things line. And the only thing unique about him is the chest torso, which isn't really that impressive anyways. So because of that, Hopper's gonna be at the number 22 spot. Once again, another minifigure that kind of suffers the same fate as the first two. It's not very accurate to what she looks like in the show. Now, I will give Robin some credit. I really like her jacket, and I really like that she has 2 faces, one of them with like this angry look and the other one pretty, mellow. But the hair doesn't really have that same look that she has in the show. Once again, they fumbled the hair, and for that, she's going to be at our 21st spot on the list. For our first minifigure from the 2019 LEGO set, we have Lucas. We're now reaching the territory where I don't really think the minifigures are bad per se, which some of the other ones that I've already covered weren't really bad, minus the first 2. But Lucas definitely has some issues. First off, his bandana just does not look very good, and he has like a rounded head on the bandana, which that does not look like hair and when it's supposed to be his hair. He has this perpetual look of fear on his face, which is not present with the other minifigures from the same set. So for that, we're going to put him at the number 20 spot. At number 19, we have the gift with purchase, Joyce. Some of the things I really like about this minifigure are the color scheme and the face. The fact that it's dual printed is really nice. She has the angry look and then the chill look on the other side. What I don't like about this minifigure though is the Hermione hair. It's an overused piece and Joyce absolutely could have used something more unique. So for that, we're going to put her at the 19th spot. Unfortunately for Lucas, he's not going to be making it very high in the list, but that doesn't mean I dislike his minifigure. I think the Squawk Radio sweater actually looks really phenomenal on him, and the blue looks really good. They got his hair right, which is much more than some of the other ones we've seen so far. Some of the things I don't like about this minifigure are the fact that it doesn't have leg printing, which is again a recurring issue with all of the minifigures. His face is dual printed, but they're not very different. One of them he's like smirking, and the other one he's just like has a flat face, and that's not very interesting. They could have given him something more like an angry face where he's like shouting or something, but they decided to go with 2 faces that look pretty much the same. So for that, we're going to have him at the number 18 spot. Next on the list, we have Max. Now, I really like this minifigure because I think the torso printing is actually one of my favorites from this lineup. They did the detailing really well, but the only problem with it is that I don't really like that there's no arm printing, and of course leg printing, but while I think that her faces look worse than Lucas's, I think the rest of the minifig is what really kind of sets it apart. Again, I think that torso printing is phenomenal, and like because of that, I absolutely have to rate this one higher than Lucas. There's not really much to say about Mike other than the fact that he's just a pretty okay minifigure. His hair looks pretty good, and his printing on his torso is actually pretty good as well. Both of his faces are pretty nice. Overall, he's just a pretty, all around decent minifigure. Next on the list, we have Nancy. Now, while I think her faces are pretty similar, just like Max's, I think that the hair piece and the sweater piece look awesome. The sweater especially, I really like the detailing and like the fuzz on the wool, and her hair having that wavy effect looks pretty good too. And for that, that's why we're putting her at number 16 on this list. Next on the list, we have Will, and this is another minifigure I don't really have much to say about, mostly because he's just a pretty, just okay minifigure. One of the standout features for him is his second face, where he has his eyes widened and white. I think that actually looks pretty cool. The torso printing is pretty good, and the hair is also pretty good. Overall, he's not really like a standout figure, but he's not a bad figure. So for that, we're gonna put him at our number 14 spot. Same as the last minifigure, taking our number 13th spot, we're actually gonna put Mike from the 2019 set. Well, I think the face printing is really good and the torso looks pretty good too. It's an overall just kind of average minifigure in my opinion. I don't think it stands out enough to really put it any higher, but I don't think it's a bad minifigure, so I can't put it any lower. And compared to the previous ones, I do think it is a better minifigure. In our number 12th spot, we have the new version of 11. While I think most of this minifigure looks pretty okay, the one standout is the fact that she has dual molded legs. If it wasn't for the dual molded legs, this minifigure probably would have been rated way lower, mostly because the hair and the faces aren't interesting, and the torso is also pretty boring. But overall, it is an okay minifigure, and the dual molded legs is a pretty nice touch for this one, especially when you compare it to the fact that none of the other minifigures so far, they have not had anything on their legs. At number 11, we have Dustin Henderson. One of the standout features of this minifigure is the hairpiece. I absolutely love the dual molded hairpiece and the cap. It looks so good on him. I especially love the Hellfire Club sweater. I think that is a great part of the minifigure, but overall I think the other 10 minifigures on this list are just better minifigures, but the next one is just barely better, I'd say, but Dustin Henderson is a very good minifigure. Breaking into our top 10, I believe these 10 minifigures are definitely great minifigures. Starting off, we're gonna have the original Joyce Byers. I think they nailed this minifigure so well. The hair looks spot on, the chest torso looks super good, the detailing is so phenomenal, and the face detailing is just also spot on. It is just overall a phenomenal minifigure. In our number 9 spot, I have Police Chief Hopper. Now, while I could see why people might put him a little lower on the list, I personally think he is a great minifigure, and I absolutely love him. I really love the detailing on his chest piece, showing off the police uniform, and I think the face printing is also pretty good. At our number 8 spot, we have Will Byers. Now, my main reason for putting him here is that I think his face printing is just so much better than most of the minifigures in this lineup. His torso is also pretty good, but his face printing is just so good. He has like a shadow under his eyes from where he's tired, and he just looks terrified, and it's just such a good looking minifigure. Oh, and of course, bowl cut. Next on the list, I hope to God you have $600 to shill out for this minifigure, because we have Barb. Now, while I think she's super overpriced, that's not to say she isn't probably one of the better minifigures in this lineup. Her face detailing is awesome, her hair looks super good, and the torso is just spot on. Another thing that just completely stands out because none of these minifigures have it is the leg printing. Next on the list, we have the 2019 version of 11. Now, while the torso is really good, the waist cape is what makes this minifigure so good. The dress that is being formed from this waist cape just looks phenomenal on her, and she has the wig and the face printing is all good too. Because of that, we're gonna put her in our number 6 spot. Breaking into our top 5, we have Mr. Whatsit. Now, he may not be the best minifigure, but the suit looks really good on him. The sand red for this suit is actually really nice, and the printing on the suit is also pretty awesome. Now, the standout for me is the little hairpiece with like the twirl in his hair, and then of course the face printing, which is also pretty good. There's not really much I have to say for you to understand just how good this minifigure is. You have the yellow cape, you have the blue skirt piece, you have the new color for the hair, you have the really detailed torso printing, and you have a pretty good face. Overall, Holly is a standout figure in the lineup of the new set, and is only outmatched by a single minifigure, which we will get to later. A lot of people are probably going to disagree with me with my ranking at number 3, but I simply do not care. I think Dustin is one of the best minifigures that have come out of the Stranger Things lineup. From the perfect capture of Dustin's face to the fact that his hair is dual molded and looks so good, especially compared to the new Dustin Henderson minifigure, it's just really hard to beat this one. This minifigure goes to show that simplicity is sometimes the best way to make a minifigure. I had a really tough time ranking the top 2 minifigures, mostly because I think that they're both so good. They're honestly pretty interchangeable in this top 2, but at number 2 we have the Demogorgon. It's so hard for any minifigure to come close to this one, simply because this has everything that you can want from a good minifigure. It has a cool head mold, it has a cool face printing, it has a cool torso print, it has a cool leg printing, and it has a new mold for the legs. This was the first time these legs were used. They were specifically made for the Demogorgon. It is so hard to say this minifigure is not the best, but it definitely comes really close. I'm sure it's no surprise to some people what I ended up putting at my number 1 spot. At number 1, we have Vecna. This minifigure just looks so good. I cannot believe that this is the only minifigure from the Stranger Things lineup that we managed to get with leg printing, arm printing, a new mold for the hand that looks really awesome. This is just a really good minifigure, and it's just so hard for me to put this above the Demogorgon because I love the Demogorgon, but this minifigure is truly better. It is because of that arm printing that I have to put it at number 1. It's just such a good looking minifigure. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below letting me know if you would have ranked this list any different. Thanks for watching and have a good one.